At the moment, everyone is talking about paper dolls. Everyone is creating paper dolls. And I think everyone is making collage fodder for paper dolls. You can see paper dolls in every variation, collage fodder in every variation. But I think it's totally time to jazz up our paper dolls a little bit and create some hidden journaling spots inside of a paper doll. Hi there, this is Louise HEINZL. Welcome to my channel Junk Journal Art. Nice to see you here again. Yeah, so today I would like to create another design team project for 49 dragonflies. And what you can see here is the item that I have chosen from her shop. So these faces come from Barbara's shop. And I think this printable, yeah, it's called Faces. Sorry, I have cut it here, but this says Faces. It's relatively new in her shop, and you will get 4 faces. So, yeah. I have already cut one out here for one of these paper dolls with this hidden journaling space that I want to create today. So normally there would be 4 on this sheet. And the special thing about this is that Barbara has painted those by herself, and they are all signed by her. So here you can see when she has created. I think this means 9/16, so September 2016. And here's also some kind of little signature from her. So it's really awesome. I think that's a really cool idea that she had to put those into her shop. And yeah, so as I said, I already used one here for my German video, so if you want to see how this came to life, you can check out the German version of the video if you want. You can take this out and then you have some journaling space here, and I want to show you today how I made this. So first of all, I would like to put my journal away because, yeah, we will need it only in the very end of this thing. And I also want to show you some different variations, how you can use, how you can use such a paper doll with a hidden journaling space. So, yeah, unfortunately, I have to cut this off here now, this 9/16. Sorry, Barbara. But otherwise, this would look really weird when I would cut it. Then it looks like she has a little problem there on her neck. And I think I will just cut the hair like it is, even if it goes out of this original artwork that Barbara has created. I will show you in a second how that will look, because I think it's not so bad to have it like this. It's some kind of unusual haircut. This reminds me a little bit to Marge Simpson. But yeah, okay, so only a personal thought, but I think it looks, yeah, some kind of interesting when this is such a straight cut here. You could also, if you don't like that, when you want to fuzzy cut that out, you could also take your scissors and cut around this butterfly here, or a little bit here and here, so that you have some wavy form here on the top, so that it looks not so straight, but I like that. And for the body, so of course we need a body, I have chosen this envelope. So this was sent to me by a German junk journal friend. She's called Pammy, and she has sent me this envelope. So yeah, it doesn't look like an envelope anymore because I have cut this out, but it's a good idea to have something with this double layer. I mean, an envelope always, of course, has 2 layers. And when we now cut the body for this little girl here, it's a good idea to have this envelope thing, because then you can cut the front piece that will go here and the back piece that will go to the back side at the same time in the same shape. And I think that's great. Okay, so let's see. And then I just have to take my journal and I have to check if when I put it to a full page, that it is not too long with this hair. So I mean, when I have it like this, so if you want to do that for your own journal, of course, the length of the body for this paper doll belongs to the page, the height of the page that you have. And I like to check that before I cut anything, because I don't want to waste the material of this envelope here. But I think we can go here. Yeah, I don't have to mark it because it's here on the bottom of this little label. And when you, oh my goodness, when you place those things somewhere else by accident, so for example like so, then you can see that this also would be a great body. I mean, look at this. That would also be really, really cool. First I thought the 5 is a little bit big, but when I see it like this now with this thing, I can't decide. Is there any chance to bring something of this Tim Holtz stamp to the body when we use the 5 there? I don't know. No, only this little part here. I mean, of course, here in the background there will be nothing later. The body will only be this part. But now when I look at it, I really like it. Okay, so we try something different. Okay. We try something different. And when I do it like this, I think I also can't use the stitching that Pammy made, because I have to put this to the, yeah, nearly to the middle of this to have the chance to cut here. Okay, so let me just try something. Perhaps we could, yeah, let's try that. I try something different. It's totally not planned, but I want to try it. To go like so, and then I will cut that. Where's my line? Okay, so my plan is to put that here later, and I want to give her some decoration here in the end, so that it doesn't matter that this goes out here. This way, when it's a little bit wider, I can use this sewing that Pammy made, and I can also use the full size of the 5, and it's, yeah, nearly in the middle here. Looks really like a focal point. And then perhaps we can, where is this? Ah, here. Perhaps we can just tear this. That looks really cool. Here where it teared where the stitching was. And perhaps we can just include that here, so that we have the rest of this awesome stamp here as well. Perhaps like so. And if you don't have any material like this wonderful envelope, so this was a pure happy accident, then you of course can also make your own so-called fodder, collage fodder. If you don't know how to do that, please check out Barbara's channel. She has a really cool tutorial on how to make your own collage fodder. She uploaded that a few days ago, and I think it's a really awesome method to make your own collage pieces, your collage fodder. And I will link that video down below. Okay, so I think we rescued the last pieces here of this awesome stamp. I really like that, even also with this white frames here, and this also gives it a little bit more dimension. Okay, so now we in the other tutorial I had a really easy job because I had 2 pieces. there I used, I mean, the other tutorial is my German tutorial that I'm speaking about. There I haven't used this stitching here, so I had two pieces in the same shape, and that's the reason why I recommend to use an envelope or a folded piece of paper, so that you have the same shape with one time cutting. And now we of course have to put this thing here, but I have to open this here a little bit. And I just have to think how to manage that, but I think, yeah, okay. I think I can glue that here. And normally, if you would take an envelope that don't has this sewing, then probably you would have two loose pieces. I mean, when you cut it from the middle of the envelope, you would have two pieces in the same shape. And now here this is sewn, so I have to remove that, because I want to have only this part sewn, and I need this here separately. But that's no problem. We are junk journaler, we can solve every problem. So I just opened this. In case you have two pieces, you don't have to do that. Then you just layer them on top of each other like so. And then you have to decide where to cut this. You can cut it on any place here that you want. I have these, come on, only one, Louise. I have these journaling cards here, so these are normal index, no, not index cards, they don't have this thing here. You know, it's a card. Don't know how this is called. Then you can take this piece here, and we first will see how wide this can be. So I will leave approximately half of a centimeter here, and the same thing I do on the other side. So let me just turn the card around, because here are some lines, then I can see where I have to cut much easier. Perhaps like so. Okay, so now we have that. We will check in a second sorry. We will check in a second if we have to cut another piece here, or if this is small enough. And then we will just choose some kind of a line here and just cut that off. As I said, if you have not something that is already sewn here, then just take the top layer of this and cut it here. So then it looks like this, and you have this opening here. And if you have two layers, then this is of course loose, and now you can just sew it or glue it. So this is really easy, because I only have to close it here, but I try to get the glue to the very edge of this, and I try to make only a really, really thin line of glue, so that the pocket doesn't get too small when the glue goes inside, when I now press this down. And while this is drying, we can just decide in which direction we want to use this. So if we want to have these little lines on the front or on the back, I want to have them on the back side. And then we can place that here. And this is long enough, so it doesn't matter where you place it. If you put it like so, you can always cut something here. Or if you would place it like so, then this would be, yeah, of course, not so long. You can play around a little bit with the length of this. But the important thing is that you glue it, yeah, there where you planned it in the beginning. I mean, I lay this down now here, like so. And I look that I have it in the middle where it will go into the pocket later, so that I can see that will go in there. So here's this stitching, so perhaps like so. So of course you can also find your own way to to manage that and to line that up. So perhaps it sounds a little bit crazy or difficult like I do it. Please find your own way to bring that to the right position. I mean, it's only important that when you put this inside later, that it's in the correct position. And I think when you put this here as a guideline, then it's the easiest way. Okay, so I think this is dry now. Then we can take this here and try out if this will fit in here. And you can see it's a little bit. Okay, so here you can see the problem. I glued it a little bit too much to the left side. I think it's better to first put the journaling card inside, then glue this, let it dry and take it out. I think that's the most easiest way. I just discovered that. Sorry. Some things are not so clear when you plan something. They are just clear when you do it. Okay, and now that was easy. Please forget what I have said before. Sorry. Okay, so now you can let that dry, and when this is dry, you can just take it out. To make this a little bit more interesting, and also to cover here some of the cutting lines, I just take some distress ink. This is Vintage Photo. Of course, you can take any other color that you want. Like so. And then, of course, you have different possibilities how you can use such a hidden journaling spot in your journal. So let me show you some examples how that can go on. So first of all, of course, you have to choose a page. I don't know until now which page I want to use. I think of course I need such a full page that is the full height of this journal. But let me show you here on this neutral paper. Of course, you could glue it just like it is. So if you want to have it here, then you can glue it and you can take this piece out. And for that plan, of course, you have to put the glue only to this backside here. So that you can glue it and that only this bottom piece is glued, and then you can take it out like so. You can also say, okay, what is Louise talking? Why shall we use such a beautiful thing for the backside? That's a really easy answer, because, of course, you can also make something like a flip out from this. You can put it to the very edge of the page like so, and I think especially with this face from Barbara's shop, that looks really cool, because it is straight here, and straight here, and it would look not strange, if it is placed in this edge here. I mean, do you know what I mean? It's some kind of a rectangle already, and then it would look not strange. Some pieces and some embellishments could look strange when you put them so close to the edge, but here it would make sense. And for me, I hope you see it the same. Then you can take 2 pieces of washi tape, put them here, fold that like so, put 2 pieces of washi tape here, and then you can use it as a flip out like so. And when you do that, it totally makes sense that this is a beautiful piece of paper as well. And you can also take the shape of this head and draw, paint, whatever, your own face to this. I mean, then you have something like a surprise, because when you look at this from the front and you see Barbara's beautiful face here, so that's not Barbara's face, but the face that she painted, you know what I mean. And you wouldn't expect a second face on the back side. So you could make a surprise to the back side and make some kind of a flip. And what you also could do is you could take a piece of paper or a piece of cardstock and make a belly band, so that this paper doll is on top of the belly band. So let me just show you what I mean. I think I have used all my beautiful things here for the German version of this video, so that I have to live with this scraps and this fodder what I have left here. So please imagine that this is, and this, that can only happen when you have a really, really tidy desk. Just think about it. So please imagine that this is a piece of normal paper or a piece of cardstock or whatever that you have cut into the size of a belly band that you want. Then of course you can glue this here on the top and the bottom, and glue this piece only here, like so, and then you can take it out, as I said in the beginning, but at the same time you have the chance to put something underneath here. For example, a postcard or another journaling card or whatever. For this thing here, I would like to just make a collage for the background. Where is my other thing here? Okay, so she's here. So I just want to make it like it is here, because in this journal, I don't need much pockets. So, I mean, I have much journaling space, and I don't need so many pockets. So I just thought I would make a collage in the background. I wanted to put her somewhere here where the other one is as well, to make a context, but I think that's not possible because she's so long. This both, okay, so this both pages are not next to each other, but in the same signature, so that we don't have such a gap in between. So why not? I will try something. Okay, so let me just tear this here, like so, really carefully. And now, now we can make this page bigger just by gluing this here. Perhaps if you are following my channel for some time, it's really hard to bring that into the right position. I think I will glue it from this side. When I flip it over, this little heart here is so thick that I think I can't get it really correctly, and I want to have it flat here. And this fits really well together, by the way. If you are following my channel for some time, then you perhaps have seen this journal here in some of my other videos, and perhaps you're wondering why this journal is so empty. Originally, I planned to collect some quotes in it. So it's some kind of a poetry journal. And I wanted to collect some quotes that I can later use in my junk journal projects. As you can see, here are nearly no quotes. On some of the pages I have written something, but yeah, nearly nothing until now, because I haven't had the time to collect some of those quotes. There is, yeah, I don't know what happened, but I couldn't find the time. When I saw a nice quote, I hadn't the journal on hand because I was, yeah, in the bus or wherever. In the bus. What example is this? I try to be authentic on my channel, and I say I was in the bus. So, what the heck? Here is no bus driving. So, I mean, you can't leave the campsite if you don't have a car or a boat. So, where shall be the bus, Louise? You know what I mean. Anyway, I haven't collected any quotes here until now. So if you perhaps know some nice quotes that you perhaps like to use for journaling or that you often use in your junk journals, then please let me know in the comments. It would be so great if perhaps some of you would write some of your favorite quotes into the comment section so that I can read them there and then put them into my journal. That would be so nice, because always when I have this in my hands and I make a new design team project for Barbara, I think, oh my goodness, my subscribers, they have to think Louise is a really lazy woman and she don't, she's not doing what she is promising. But yeah, perhaps you can understand me a little bit and perhaps you have some nice quotes for me. That would be so wonderful. And then I could read them, and then I would like to write them here. And of course, I would like to write your names when you perhaps want to do that for me. I'm really excited what will happen when after I have spoken this out. I really like this edge here. What do you think about that? So where to put her now? Of course, this would be a little bit short anyway. And here, I want to see something of this pattern, this paper, and by the way, this as well, and this, nearly everything that is in this journal that is printed. So I mean, all the printables in this journal come from Barbara's shop. I have put something additionally, for example, those papers here or this stuff. Obviously, that's not a printable, but everything that you can see with pattern comes from Barbara's shop. If you want to check that out, please check out the info box. I have listed, of course, her shop down below if you don't already know it. And if you want to have some beautiful printables for your own stash, then please visit her shop. She has really, really cool things there. I really like that. And yeah, check that out. I think I will do it in this way. Okay, so I will first glue this little thing here down. And we have learned that this is collage fodder and not just a jelly print paper scrap. No, it's collage fodder. It's, I think, there are some special people in this world who get paid for thinking about new words, especially for those people who don't have English as their mother language, to make their life much more harder than it was before. And there are people who are doing the whole day nothing else than thinking about those incredibly difficult words, I'm sure. Okay, so let's put this here. And now I will just glue her here. I think that goes really well with this thing here. Even if I'm not so happy with this tiny page here, I think later on I have to put something here. Perhaps, I think, if you are willing to write me some nice quotes for this journal into the comment section, then I will write the first quote that you write to the comments here, to this little space here. So the first person, no matter if it's an English-speaking person or a German-speaking person who writes a quote, I will write it here. Write quotes, please. Okay, so and then I will just take this thing here out to make sure that I only put my glue to this piece and that I don't get glued to the other piece, because of course I don't want to glue that down to my page, otherwise I can't take it out later. So now of course this backside here is not so pretty. You can, if you want, cover that up. I will just show you that with the other thing here. So here I just glued some of this paper that I had here to the back side. And here, as you can see, I made this little pink element so that this fits here to the back side. And you can do that, but you don't have to do it. I mean, yeah, if you want to have it much more beautiful, then you can do it. But I think it's a junk journal and it's not so important that the back side of this thing looks beautiful. What's much more important is the look of this thing here. So, I mean, this is really pretty. Come off. This is really pretty as it is. I mean, like so. That would be not bad. And we can also just make it like it is a little scarf. I mean, I made it here with a real material, a real, don't know how this is called, this woolly material. And here I want to let it overlap a little bit here and here so that it looks like she has wrapped it around her neck or her shoulders, I want to say. I would just distress this edge here because for me this time it's a little bit too white. Okay, so then we have that. And yeah, what do you think? This here is really some kind of eye-catching thing with this little golden heart here. I'm not sure if I want to do it here as well. I don't want to steal this page, this thing. Do you know what I mean? But and this would look really, really nice, I think. Perhaps yeah, when you put something, for example, like a button here, that would look really nice. But I don't want to cover too much of this stamp, of this Tim Holtz stamp, and I don't want to cover this flower here. But I'm just thinking about something that is tiny in this golden color. Have I said it should be tiny? This is not tiny, Louise. And it's also not the same gold that... Oh no, that's really strange. What else do we have here? So, I mean, I have this thing here where all my golden things are in. And to be honest, I don't really know what's inside here because I don't use it so often. I'm not, I don't use gold such often. What about that? So this is a little bow. It has this kind of, some kind of a safety pin here on the back side. And I'm just thinking that this would fit really well together with this heart. I mean, it's gold, the same color, I mean, but it's a totally different thing. So that it perhaps could look nice if we attach it here. And of course, that could also help to take this piece in and out. And what I also have seen a second ago, where is it? Here. Are these little crosses. That would also be... My camera has problems with this tiny thing, sorry. That would be also perhaps nice. But I want to put it, if I want to put it here, I want to put it to her and not to the background, because that I think makes no sense. Here it would look really, really nice. Don't know if you can see that. And I think we will do it, because if I put that there and this bow here, then we have the 3 golden elements. When we don't look at the background, that's also golden, but you know what I mean. So let's try to find a way. I mean, oh my goodness. I mean, we could also, is that too much? We could also just take this thing and put it around her neck like so, and just close it. Like so. Yeah, why not? Why not? I think I like that. That was easy. That was really easy. But I'm just thinking if this is sturdy enough, and I don't think so. But I think we can solve that problem within seconds. We will just take this thing and take the rest of this really sturdy material, and then we will see that this is a little bit too short to back the whole thing, but I think it's enough when we put the backing only here. So then we have also the possibility to write something here. I'm just thinking if I want to put it to her like so, and then yeah, and then glue that, because then it is hidden. This safety pin thing of this thing here then is hidden, and I think this will stay in place a little bit better. I'm thrilled. I'm a little bit surprised about myself that I have used this thing. I don't know, this is in my stash for, I don't know, so many years. And I'm really proud that I now have used it. And yeah, so now that's it. So you can now journal here. You can, of course, still choose the direction in that you want to journal. I mean, you can journal this way, like you would expect it, but you could also turn it this way and write something here, and also, of course, to the back side. As I said, you can also stamp some lines or whatever you want. You could also place a nice picture here and then put it inside there. Of course, you don't have to journal here, but yeah, it's meant as a journaling spot. But when you want to glue a photo or something else here, please make sure that it is really, well glued. I mean, when you put this in here, you don't have much space when you want to put it in and out. And when you put a photo here, make sure that it don't comes to this edge and gets destroyed. So I would suggest that you use, that you use this for journaling and not for gluing photos or that stuff, because it's, yeah, some kind of little bit dangerous. Okay, so that's it. That's my design team project for 49 Dragonflies. Barbara, I hope you liked it. And of course, to all of the others who are watching this video, I hope you liked it. And I hope we will see the next time with hopefully another project. And yeah, stay crafty, stay healthy, be creative, and see you the next time. Bye bye.